One of the most common causes of IRS student visa rejection is the fact that the students cannot declare proper intent of returning back to India once they have completed their PSW in Ireland. And this lately has been observed that it has caused almost 40% of visa rejections. So in this video, we are going to discuss what all exactly needs to be included in your statement of purpose, where you exactly declare your intent of studying in Ireland and getting back to India. Now, before we move there, so at Uniflik, we are trying to build a student community which helps each other instead of going to counselors which are biased in their approach. So we are trying to bring on board international students who can guide Indian aspirants who are trying to move to Ireland without any bias and share their actual experiences with you right on this channel. So go down there and hit that subscribe button so that we can keep bringing you content like this, which is driven from the actual experiences of international students who are currently studying in Ireland. Okay, so let us dive straight into the video by starting with the first section, which is the introduction. Now, within this section, you need to mention about yourself and why are you trying to pursue this particular course in Ireland. Now, the question here is that sometimes the students are making a field switch. Let's say you studied computer science in your bachelor's and now you are going out for a business course in your master's, which is fine, justifiable, but you need to tell them why particularly are you making this field switch in this section. Beware of the fact that you do not imply anything to the authorities that you are making the field switch because there are a lot of jobs in Ireland. You need to mention something like this. This course will help me upgrade my skills, get back to India and secure a job over here. On top of this, you need to give a basic introduction about yourself in this section. Now in the next section, which is the second one, you need to mention about your family background. And what exactly with it? You need to mention two things. Number one is the financial stability of your family, and number two is their occupation. Take care of the fact that in this section, you also give them a subtle justification that your family will be able to sustain themselves while you are living in Ireland. So let's say that you are the sole earner in your family right now and you are moving abroad, then the visa authorities might question that if this guy is the sole earner, how will the family sustain back? Okay, so you need to mention that they have particular savings in their bank accounts or they've built so much asset over the years so that they will be able to sustain for the next 2-3 years until I am back in India. In the third section, you need to mention about your academic background. Now, this can have very basic details such as what did you do in your undergrad, in your class 12th and your class 10th. If you scored good marks in any of these degrees or any of these standards, then you need to mention that as well, that yes, I have been academically proficient and I have scored good marks within these things. Now, you can also certainly give them why do you particularly want to do this course, a reason for this fact, by justifying it with your past academic history, that yes, I did study these particular courses and modules in my UG which prompted me to take this course in my masters. Now, if there are any additional academic certificates that you need to mention, you can also include those in this section. The next section, the fourth one, is your professional experience. Within this section, you need to mention about your name of your job profile and the company name with which you have worked with in the past or currently working with. Now, it is better if you put this section out like a story. A story in the sense that yes, I evolved from these particular roles and these roles prompted me to take a course in Ireland which is relevant to this field. So let's say you are doing a course in data science and you have been employed as a data scientist in these companies. So you need to mention that yes, the evolution of my interest within this particular domain is a result of the fact that I have been involved and working on it for years, and now I want to upgrade myself and return back to India to continue my work here. In the next section, you need to mention why Ireland and why not any other country, including India. And this is the most important section for your whole statement of purpose. This will give the visa authorities enough justification of the fact that you need to visit Ireland out of actual necessity of upgrading your skills. So you can mention things such as the particular course that you are pursuing has these and these modules. The kind of professors who are teaching such modules are very high quality and you cannot find such high quality of professors in India or in any other country. You can mention other things such as the university that you are going to has exposure to good alumni who can guide you through the particular course, and that alumni network is something that you cannot find in India or in any other country. So this section needs to be very thorough, where you give them justification that yes, I'm not pursuing this course in India and I am pursuing this in Ireland. In the next section, you need to be specific about your university and justify why are you choosing this particular university on top of the others. In this section, you can mention about the modules of the course. You can look on their website and mention that yes, the university offers these particular modules on top of other universities, which is why you prefer that university. You can go into the module specific details also here and tell them that yes, these are the parts of the modules that I like. Next, you can also mention about the clubs of the specific university, that yes, you are interested in being parts of those clubs, and this is why, and this is what prompted you to join that university. In the next one, you can also say that the university is preferred because it is one of the top ranked ones. So you can definitely say that the university is very prestigious. It has a great worth when it comes to the jobs market, even in India. So you can mention that as well. In the final section, you have to mention about your long and short term goals. And when I speak of that, I mean to say, what do you plan to do in your long and short term after you have graduated? The idea here should be this. In the short term, you need to say that you need to be the part of the ecosystem of the Ireland's emerging jobs market. Okay, so while you're on your post-study work visa, and you need to mention this explicitly, that while you're working there for this 2 years period of your PSW, you want to be an active part of the ecosystem, learn from it, and in the long term, you would like to return back to India. Now, in this section, you need to give them the exact plan of returning back to India, why you would ideally want to do that, and if possible, a job plan, a job hunting plan within India, that yes, these are the companies that you plan to get back and get employed into when you're back in India. So the more specific your plan is, the higher is your chances of the visa acceptance. Another way that you can justify your ties to your home country is by saying things like your parents live alone over here. So either way, you will have to return back to India and support them. That could be number one. Let's say you also have some sort of property in India, and that basically gives you enough proof of the fact that I have to return back to India in order to make use of it. You need to mention such stuff in this section, that yes, in the long run, I have to support my family back in my homeland, and this is the reason I want to return back. So that was it for today's video. Do subscribe to Uniflik's channel so that we can keep bringing you content like this and build a community around it of students who want to visit Ireland. Thank you so much, and see you until the next video.